Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to your second lesson for Form 3 students, that is textbook based, and we're still on Unit 1 with the title Family Ties. Okay, hai semua, kita masih lagi dalam Unit 1 bagi sesi kali ni. Family ties itu hubungan kekeluargaan. Okay, so basically what we're going to do today is quite simple. We're just going to continue with our previous lesson. Okay, so in your textbook, page number 7, check out the exam close-up section for greater accomplishment at completing this lesson. Okay, in exam close-up section, you are going to learn how to read and how to gain the answers correctly. Okay, so dekat bahagian exam close-up tu, kamu akan diajar cara membaca dengan betul, or macam mana kamu nak jawab exam dengan cepat bila ada bahagian yang suruh kamu baca banyak-banyak ni. Okay, now I'll just read it through for you. Number 1, it's a good idea to read the exam sentences very carefully before you read the text. Okay, paling penting ialah kamu baca ayat dalam soalan tu sebelum kamu tengok teks tu. It's very important for you to understand the question first before you proceed with the text given. Okay, number 2, underline the keywords in each statement so you know what information you need to look for. It's very important that you highlight or you underline the keyword in this question so that you will be able to aim for the correct information in the text. Okay, bila tengok soalan tu terus tandakan keyword dia supaya bila kita tengok teks boleh terus pergi kepada perkataan yang ada, bahagian yang ada perkataan tu. Okay, number 3, then read the text quickly so you know what it is about, and then bila dah mark everything, read the text quickly. Baca sikit-sikit, like scan through the text. Okay, tak perlu baca in detail sangat. Okay, number 4, read the text again and look for words and phrases in the text that are similar to the word you underlined in each exam sentence. Sometimes in exam questions, they don't use the exact word that is in the text, but they would sometimes replace it with a word that is similar in terms of meaning or in terms of pronunciation but brings a different meaning. Okay, so dalam exam ni kadang-kadang dia akan bagi perkataan yang kita keliru. Macam perkataan tu maksud dia sama tapi kita tak biasa, so kita tak pakai jawapan yang betul. Or dia akan pakai perkataan yang maksud dia sangat lain tapi kamu pakai dan rasa benda tu betul sebab bunyi dia lebih kurang sama. Okay, so be careful. Alright, lastly, the statements are in the same order as the information in the text. Okay, biasanya exam ni dia akan bagi soalan ikut turutan maklumat dalam teks tu. So normally, but not all the time, they'll use the first question, questioning or asking you for some information from the first paragraph. Biasanya dia akan pakai macam maklumat pertama ataupun soalan pertama dia nak kamu tengok pada perenggan pertama, macam tu. Tapi tak selalulah, normally. Okay, it happens a lot of time. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, now let's check out what you need to do with this lesson. Activity D. Okay, look carefully. This is activity D right here. This is your whole page here of page 7. So I'm going to go to activity D. After this, we're going to look at this section. Alright. Now, you are going to write true or false for the 10 statements below. Number 1, you are going to read this first. Look at the sentences below about studying your family history. Dia cakap, dekat bawah ni, 10 statement ni, pernyataan ni, semuanya macam mana kita nak study family history ataupun sejarah keluarga kita. So, you kena baca teks tu untuk tentukan sama ada pernyataan ni betul ke salah. You'll have to read the text to decide whether each of this statement is true or false. And what you're going to do is you are going to copy everything here into your book or your paper and write your answer in this small little box here, whether it's true or false. Okay, now this is where you practice what you've read in the exam close-up. Kat sini lah kita nak practice apa yang kita dah baca di exam close-up tadi. Underline perkataan ataupun keywords yang ada dekat sini, and then we look for it. Cari perkataan tu dalam teks yang kita diberi tu. Okay, And teacher tak akan translate each and every statement ada kat sini, because that's the use. Let's make use of the dictionary that we have home. Okay, kalau tak ada kat rumah, ada online. Yeah. Okay. So next, actually, what I want to show you is this. Okay. On with the picture of people, 3 women there, is actually on page 6, and with the box idea focus at the bottom right is actually on page 7. So sebenarnya meet the ancestors are on both pages, on page 6 and page 7. There are the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So sebenarnya meet the ancestors ni teks dia ialah dua-dua belah muka surat. Hebat ya. Macam kita okay, honestly, I've just found out about it. Okay, so it's unfair because when you go and click on the online textbook version, they don't put it this way. Dia akan letak ini sebelah lagi benda lain. Okay, so that's unfair lah. Now, this is a full text. You can have a better look at it with this. Okay, so kita dah baca bahagian pertama dengan kedua. Hari ni you akan teruskan bahagian ketiga dan keempat. So we've read part 1 and 2, and now we'll proceed with part 3 and 4. So I'll explain it to you ya. Number 3, it isn't difficult to learn about your past. Dia cakap tak susah pun nak belajar pasal masa lepas tu. You can begin by asking your relatives questions about your ancestors. Kamu boleh mulakan dengan bertanya saudara mara kamu soalan berkenaan moyang kamu. While you are talking with family members, take notes. Sambil-sambil sembang tu, ambillah nota, tulis sikit, tulisan apa yang dia suka ke tak suka, ke dari mana asal dia semua. This helps you organize any information you get. Okay, apart from it gives you the benefits of taking notes, note taking, it will also help you to organize any information that you're given. Okay. Next, make sure you write down any names, dates or places people mention. Okay, dah tulis tadi maklumat tu, pastikan maklumat yang penting lah kamu tulis. Contohnya nama-nama yang disebut, tarikh-tarikh ataupun tempat-tempat yang disebut. Okay, because if you really want to trace down your ancestors, then you can go to those places and know exactly what happened when. Okay, and then we are also going to then you can draw a family tree with your name at the top. Lepas tu kamu boleh lukis satu family tree, apa dalam bahasa Melayu dia, salah sila keluarga, pokok keluarga. Salah sila keluarga, I think, dengan nama kamu ke atas. Okay, so I'll give you some examples after this. Then you would add all the relatives from you to your great-grandparents, so you can see how everyone is related. So, lepas dah lukis family tree tu, kamu boleh tambah semua maklumat ataupun saudara mara yang kamu tahu daripada kamu ke nenek moyang kamu, supaya kamu boleh tengok macam mana orang ni boleh berkait. Aku ni sepupu ke dia sepupu? Aku tua ke dia tua? Who's older? Who's younger? Who's who? Okay, now let's move on to number 4. If there any blank boxes in your tree, it's time for some detective work. Dia cakap kalau ada tempat kosong ataupun kotak-kotak kosong dalam family tree kamu tu, maknanya kamu kena siasat something. Many people begin at a library where they can look for family names in old newspapers. Ramai orang yang pergi library sebab diorang boleh tengok nama ahli keluarga dalam surat khabar lama lah. Okay. Public records are usually a very good thing to look at too. Maklumat orang ramai pun benda yang kita boleh tengok juga, meaning that these records is available at for public viewing. Okay, so you can have a look at it, you can access for it. Okay, they have information about births, marriages and death certificates too. I'm not sure where we can find it in Malaysia, but I'm sure there are ways that you can gain information about births, marriages and death certificates of people who are related to you. Okay, so kamu boleh cari maklumat pasal kelahiran ataupun bila dilahir, tarikh perkahwinan dan juga sijil-sijil kematian lah kalau ada. Okay, teacher tak pastilah nak cari kat mana kat Malaysia ni, but you can Google for it. some records show when people moved to a country. Ada juga dalam rekod tu dia tulis bila orang ni pindah ke sesebuah negara tu. Sometimes records tell you where people went to school and what their job was. Kadang-kadang rekod tu pun akan bagi tahu kamu kat mana orang tu pergi sekolah, kerja apa, bila kan. You can also search the internet. Selain daripada pergi sana, pergi sini, especially in PKP, you just don't want to go anywhere, right? So you can use the internet. Okay, search for it. Maybe you can gain access to several sources. Boleh pakai internet, okay, kalau tak nak pergi mana-mana. And lastly, with every bit of research you do, you are discovering your family's history. Setiap research yang kamu buat tu, kamu sedang mencari sejarah mengenai keluarga kamu. So those are all the points about meet the ancestors. Okay, teacher buat macam ni so kamu boleh have better look lah. Okay, dah faham? Boleh jawab soalan dekat sini. Aktiviti D. And then lepas dah siap aktiviti D, nak kena buat apa teacher? Kena tengok sini. Create your own family tree. Okay, tolong buat family tree. Please create your own family tree. And these are the examples which I've gotten from Freepik. You can use your own creativity, of course. You are not obliged to follow everything here. This is just some samples for you. Okay, kamu boleh buat pokok keluarga. Contoh organisasi. Oh my god, apa nama? Salah sila keluarga sendiri. Okay, so letak nama kamu, my family tree, or head family tree, fish family tree, flat family tree. You can go around and about. Okay, pilih je mana-mana yang kamu nak pakai. Okay, you are free to use it. And of course, you can use graphics or any websites that you want to use to create your own digital family tree. I don't mind. Boleh je nak pakai website ke, pakai apa-apa app apa nama yang boleh buat family tree sendiri. Okay, boleh je, teacher tak kisah, as long as you finish your work. Right, and then try to read section F of your Facebook page 7 to enrich your vocabulary. Okay, dekat page 7, this is section F. Okay, dia nak kamu tingkatkan vocabulary kamu. Tanya apa maksud take after, look like, pass down, relative, find out, look for. You don't have to copy it. Tak perlu salin. Just read it through and try to comprehend the words. Perhaps you can use it sometime in the future. Maybe boleh pakai nanti, or when people use it in sentences, in work, you can already understand it because you know what it means. Ataupun bila orang pakai dalam ayat ke apa ke dan sembang-sembang ke, kamu dah tahu dah maksud dia apa. Tak payah cakap banyak, kamu dah faham. Okay, and that is it for your lesson today. Go ahead and ask me via WhatsApp or Telegram if you have any questions. Boleh tanya teacher dekat WhatsApp atau Telegram kalau ada soalan. And don't forget to submit your work. Take a picture of it and submit it to me personally. I highly appreciate your involvement and your capability to complete all of the tasks. Thank you. Have fun. Bye bye.